And good evening. Welcome to the Deltahead stream. I am James Howell, and tonight we're going to do part 5 of Dead Space. I looked up how to beat the Leviathan because at the end of last stream, that was almost getting into like Resident Evil 8 Moreau on Village of Shadows difficulty redundant of failed strategies. And I wondered, is this boss just a bullet sponge? And it turns out no, I was doing the right thing. I just need to do it more and maybe a little smarter. So we'll find out and see if we can get that going. So, but yeah, for pregame show, honestly, it's been kind of a slim, I mean, for as long as it's been, it kind of took the week, about 5 days between streams, and yeah, mostly I've been listening to the Iliad on audiobook, and that is a pleasure. I think that that is maybe an ideal way of encountering that poem, because of course it would have been an oral presentation, and there's a certain I don't know, what would I call it, transience to the imagery and the story that that kind of flows as you hear it. It's a thing that exists in time, like music. So being able to enjoy it in that mode, I think, is a different kind of experience than just reading it, which most of Homer's audience would not have been literate. And also. You really get the feeling that because of the imagery that Homer uses to describe things, he uses a lot of pastoral imagery, a lot of nautical imagery, and the like, and you just really get a sense of who his audience is based on those images. That you know, these are shepherds, these are sailors, these are fishers, and that finding some way to make the grand combat of the battle for Troy meaningful, or battle for Helen rather. Troy just happens to be a casualty of that. But yeah, to make those like larger than life moments intelligible and give them an image that means something to them, it goes a long way toward kind of reconciling questions about the relationship between poetry and accessibility, that and poetry and writing for an audience, because so much of what we think about poetry now, I think, is very much internalized and maybe a little inscrutable. And to be able to write for the pleasure and relevance of the audience is an older, more public function of the poet's work. So yeah, it's a lot to think about as you're listening through it, and honestly, just combat's just brutal combat. Just arms getting cut off, heads getting cut off, and yeah, it's gruesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that in mind, I'm gonna hop on over to Dead Space. Let's get this up. And oh. There we go. That's what I'm looking for, so my ears don't blow up. I'm going to try and do streams back to back tonight and tomorrow night to keep things going at a rate of at least twice a week, so that we can make it through this at a good clip. And actually make it through Dead Space by the time Halloween rolls around. Let's see. Environmental hazard, yeah. This is where we're at. So as far as why Leviathan is taking so much, Leviathan is the name of this giant tentacled sort of octopus maw boss. I'm not sure if my weapons aren't strong enough, or if there is a more optimal strategy or what, but let's see. These are doing me like zero good. So let's deposit these. And what do I have in here? This could mean the difference between success and failure, so let's keep those. Contact beam. This shows up as potentially very useful, but I can tell you what isn't useful is the force gun. Firing the Ripper Blades might actually be a smart move here, so let's take these. And I think that's pretty good. Yeah, let's see how we do with this. And so I don't have to do that again, let's go to save and create ourselves a checkpoint. I finally returned to mucking around in Unity and refamiliarizing myself with kind of where my own project is at, and was very pleased to be able to find two solutions to a problem that I've been stumped on. One of them a fairly easy one that was not as complex as I needed for the effect I wanted, and then after a tutorial and some additional troubleshooting, managed to come up with a more complex one that meets my needs quite well. So that's a good feeling. So I'm gonna eat this one, see how much damage that takes off. And let's see. Seems like this is a pretty efficient way of doing this. There we go. All right. Now, where did that just destroy my explosive canisters? I think it did. Wait for him to do a shout. Good. Now that seems like a good use of those canisters, because it is a target that stays still, and I have a second to set it up. Case in point. set that up. Oh, geez, it ran into the explosive canister, and the explosive canister was not destroyed, but it did ricochet all the way down there, which is less useful for me. Oh, wrong one there. There we go. I don't rightly know what just happened there. There we go. Oh, nifty. That's like a shield. Well, there goes Isaac. I'm kind of at a loss for why the environmental objects are still included in there, because I don't see any significant damage that they're doing in that situation, and am sort of amazed at how much of a sponge this guy is with on new game weapons, because I haven't been skimping on upgrades. Alright. What's something that we don't need? Short-range kinetic booster device. That is a heavy-duty weapon right there. I'm trying to decide which one to sell so I can bulk up on ammo. And I'm going to try this. See if we can buy that back later. And let's sell some air cans. The game has so far been pretty good about providing them to me when I need them. All right. Let's see how much this nets us. That's good. That's a lot of ammo. That ought to get us somewhere. And let's create a new checkpoint, and then try this again. To save on that ammunition, I'm going to gonna try to use the flamethrower on the little tentacle nodes like before, because that turned out to be extremely useful if it can land right. The main concern for length of engagement here is that you appear to have a chance to hit the boss exactly once. Whoop! That was not how I intended to grab that. Okay, good. Yeah, you have the chance to hit the boss exactly once, and if your weapon isn't doing a whole lot of damage, then you're just going to be poking away at him forever. So, nope, nope, nope. Oh, just a hair off. And Isaac is about to wipe in a major way. go. Oh, weird. It just blew up. I wonder if the flame damage persisted on it, and it actually exploded once it got back into its protective sort of hole there. Yeah, it's still on fire. You can still see the little flame underneath the layer of goop there. That's neat. That should do it. Good. Let's just shoot the hell out of this thing. Okay, I'm going to keep poking away at it when it opens its mouth after that first defensive closure. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's going by much faster this time. Better heal that up. Ooh. Let's see, can I get him? Wrong weapon. Oh. Not the best time to find out that you needed to reload, huh? Evening, Iceman Dan. It's good to see you. And yes, this is This is a big fella, and the time that I'm spending trying to beat this guy, taking last stream's ending and this round into account, reminds me of Moreau on Village of Shadows. It's just a matter of having enough ammunition. In a boss fight that does not give you drops. And also with projectiles that you can somewhat confusingly shoot back at him, but that don't actually injure him when they make it. So like that right there. One would think that that would do damage, but it does not, in fact, hurt him. Oh, thank God. Whew. Awesome, I don't have to destroy all those tentacles.
Isaac,
the second time.
You did it. Hammond.
Evening, Squibby, and yes,
Oxygen levels are returning to normal.
Wallworm Flower Mouth.
Damn it. He's gone again. No sign of his rig anywhere. It's up to us now. I've got a plan to get off this ship. I've located an SOS beacon on the mining deck. If you can get down there and activate it, we might be able to send a distress call. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
I'm with the turbo hold.
It lets me get somewhat uncomfortably close to this thing. I think even I'm uncomfortable with how bold I got there. See, what does my ammo look like? Okay, that's reasonably... That leaves me reasonably equipped for the next phase of this. So any collectible stuff here. That looks like a healing item, and I would like to grab it. It in fact is. This is this. Yes, yes, much less mobile than Moreau, and I think the story on this thing is it was an external life form launched from the colony that attached itself basically to the larder of the spaceship, and consumed all the food, and then also assimilated the bodies of the crew, as you do. As far as the sheer quantity of flesh that appears to have resulted from the assimilation, you know, I'm not putting it beyond this game to be doing a Resident Evil thing where somehow an extraordinary amount of what's the word for burning energy to grow. Well, it's not coming to me. But anyway, that something could grow to monstrous size, but really quickly. But yeah, it's kind of got the Resident Evil Village problem of how can a village that small and that obscure have that many hundreds of residents, all of whom turned into monsters, and presumably an untold number of them who were victims of the monsters, hence the horror and shock. So yeah, so I'm not sure where all this crew is coming from. I guess it makes a little more sense on a spaceship than it does in the village. All right, we are not going back to the. Wait, no, that's my normal. That's my normal save. Let's see, I'll save over that. We're not going back to this one. And let's get those stasis refills. Prodigious? Maybe. I think prodigious works. The word I have in mind is a technical term. And it's like high school biology level technical too, which is why it's kind of funny that I'm not remembering it. The process whereby cells burn energy. It's not digestion. Digestion is a macro process, right? It's all the systems. God, it's like right up there in my brain. And my recall is not having any of it. Also, Iceman Dan, it's good to see you out. I'm glad that it was not in fact too late for you. I was a little worried that that the later start would be prohibitively late for you, and I'm glad it's not. That we have you for at least a little while. I mentioned earlier that to kind of keep up the cadence of 2 streams a week, I'm gonna kind of do back-to-back tonight and tomorrow night. Like, mitosis is not right. Membiosis isn't a word. Metabolism is not right. Oh wow, there's a kind of neat background sound effect here, which I'm going to be quiet and listen to for a count of 5. And I count that down just in case anybody turned up their volume to listen. Cool. I'm glad, as I said, I'm glad we have you. Following on our conversation before, briefly talking about making it very slowly through these movies, I actually have not gotten back to finish the last 15 minutes of the Diary of Chuji's Travels. Appreciating frame by frame indeed. But, oh wow, did my health just refill automatically, or did I do that? Because maybe I wouldn't have wasted the health pack if I didn't need to. Excuse me.
This may be our last chance of getting out of here alive, Isaac. There's an asteroid loaded up in the mining bay waiting to be smelted. If you attach the SOS beacon to it, you can launch it away from the ship to make a clean broadcast. The beacon's on the maintenance subdeck. You can launch the asteroid from the control room. Damn, the control room is locked. It looks like they keep an emergency access key on the processing subdeck. Couldn't be easy, could it? I don't know how much more of this I can take.
This looks like a soft drink poster, but it looks like it's a red light district poster with the advertising flesh, which, given the abundance of it in the grotesque monsters that we have here, seems like those advertisers, or the marketing team, is a little more on the ball than maybe they want. You know, I think that's a really good point. Oh wow, there's a special sound effect just for a fire extinguisher exploding after being shot from a kinetic blast. That's awesome. Is there another one? Yeah, the ones that I have that I have half consumed or partly consumed, Ikiru and Madarayo, those I feel are actually benefiting from the slow digestion and the delayed completion. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna do this again. Here we go. It's a good one. Yeah. A nice pressurized hiss. Somehow continuing to exist after the container has been completely destroyed. Inventory full? Oh man, maybe I could put away some of those, I can refill something here, or reload and get that out of there. Alright, there we go. Now let's pick it up. It's always nice when you can treat your active weapon magazines as inventory. Case in point, let's unload some of this stuff. Glycosis? Maybe. That might be right, though I think the word I have in mind is actually a little lower tech than that. Oh wait, no, inventory, there we go. I don't think we'll need this just yet. Let's save that for a boss fight. Okay, cool. This gives us plenty of room. Got some very creepy, prickly string section music playing, suggesting I'm in danger. But we got a bench in a shop here, so it seems unlikely. Yeah, Plasma Cutter's got like 1, 2, 3 damage boosts. So that was absolutely the weapon of choice for Leviathan. Alright. I'm gonna save this node in case I find an ammo shelter. You know, on second thought, maybe I do mean metabolism. Basically, the thing that comes to mind with any of those sort of monstrous transformations in Resident Evil, or in the case of this game, is that in order for, you know, flesh to, or any kind of cellular any kind of cellular bio to recreate itself, well, that guy's cellular content is not recreating itself. Anyway, before that can happen, it needs to basically have energy, which means it needs to have food, and when you have food, you burn that energy as calories, and that would create a tremendous amount of heat. So, in other words, in order for anything like the G monster to grow to its colossal size in that short period of time, it would probably be generating an amount of heat that would probably also catch it on fire? I don't know, but this is just, this seems, whether or not it would catch it on fire, it certainly should generate a lot of heat. Yeah, metabolizing, I think that's, oh, hey. Alright, cool. I just lowered this.
The mining subject is offline for some reason, Isaac. See if I can run a bypass.
Is this where I am? Alright. Processing. Hey. I think this is the one who's still alive. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Oh, God. Oh, wow. I was absolutely trying to raise my weapon and fire, but it was caught in a cycle of melee attacks. I'm really surprised that worked. Evening War Visitor, that's really good. I like that. Yeah, no, that's just, that's him metabolizing at a really great speed. That's funny. I do like that when I applied the stasis to the little body parts as the elevator was going down, they actually hung in space as the elevator continued to descend.
This is Temple. I found Elizabeth, but there isn't a single space-worthy vessel in the whole goddamn bay.
Jacob, hurry up! We need to find a beacon.
There's gotta be one around here somewhere.
Yes, mitochondria. Hey, Swimmy, have you ever read the novel that Parasite Eve was the sort of canon sequel to? Because so there's like Parasite Eve the game, then Parasite Eve the Parasite Eve 2, but there's a novel that that precedes both of those, and I have a gut feeling that folks who are regulars on this stream are the sort who would have read that or have encountered it. It's interesting. These guys have different uniforms, different models for dead NPCs. I like the environmental storytelling. Is it called Parasite? The thing is, like, I remember checking it out from the King County Public Library and reading it, but I can't remember if it was called Parasite Eve itself or if it was something else. I feel like the book, if so, I basically... Parasite Eve. Yep, there you go. Yeah, in that case, the book actually makes the name more... It makes the name make more sense. Because Eve, in that sense, is supposed to be sort of like a, you know, a new beginning to life forms in the sort of Adam and Eve sense. And I always thought that Eve in the video game referred to like evening, like night, like Parasite Night or something. But no, that is not the case. You jerk game. Oh god. Ah. Oh, gross! I actually don't think I knew that those things came from that. Later, loser. Wait, is he gonna... Huh, I guess not. Well, this is fantastic, because this sets me up for another jump scare, probably very soon, as he follows me. Yes, mitochondrial Eve. That is correct. And I did not know that was a real thing, although that makes sense because the book goes through some very detailed lengths to sort of justify the science behind the fiction. It is much harder science fiction than I imagined, given the, well, you know, frankly, you know, action fantasy nature of the video games. Yeah, here we go. There's our music. Somehow he lost his... Somehow he got seriously injured when I left in the elevator. Or is that... Okay, no, that's a different one. Curious. Is that... Squish him? Okay, the ambient squishing noises that I heard before must have just been one of these bodies getting caught in the physics as the elevator goes up and down. But, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Parasite Eve book made me think of, what do you call it? The three body problem? Physics, sci-fi, Shujin Liu, I think? I'm not remembering the name right, but of the author. But he also goes through great lengths to sort of justify the science behind the fiction. Where you at, Buster? I wonder if he skedaddled off or if he's under the elevator. Or what the deal is. Oh, forgot it. There we go. I'm surprised the flamethrower doesn't have a unique advantage against them. I wonder how recent the mitochondrial Eve concept was when Parasite Eve was written. Also, I am starting to think that the crawly one, whose legs I had shot, might have gotten stuck under the elevator because I don't see him. Game might be about to make me eat those words, but 80s concept. Okay. Yeah, that might have been current fascination when that was written. If I'm remembering right, the author was not I think I might be getting authors confused, but I think that he wasn't primarily a sci-fi author as his sort of main staple. Yeah, he must be under the elevator shaft because I've got the scary music and the heartbeat, and none of that matters for what's in front of me. Novel was 95? Okay, well, that scratches that idea. Well, ambient screams, that's good. What am I doing on ammo? Should definitely switch to the Ripper. Oh, I see. Is this, No, I would like this, please. There we go. Situation here just got a lot worse. Gravity failure came as we were collating asteroids, and one broke free of the grav beam. It collided with a wall, killing 2 crew, splitting into chunks. They're free-floating in the processing room. We can't restore gravity to get the master key till they're cleared. So I need to go clear some bodies. That's interesting. It has a special sound effect for when you take the when you make the Ripper idle. So here's idle, but then when you make it not, when you take it out of that phase, get kind of this nice rattling sound effect. I guess the disc blades kind of click together. Right. I think that's where science fiction benefits, because at least in that sense, it can you can sort of more safely blend. I mean, it depends on the kind of sci-fi you're going for, but you can kind of more safely blend the science with the mythological there, because I mean, you have access to those things in fiction. Let's see. Let's take these. That's good. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, just the kinds of sci-fi there are. I mean, I think that, you know, Arthur Clarke and other harder sci-fi writers would be greatly chagrined to rely on too much imaginative or rawly imaginative material. Can I get up? I think I might have to approach from the other side. Let me see if I can. Right. Yeah, that is one of the things that that struck me about the book is again how much there seemed to draw from like actual scientific publications in it.
There's a failsafe on the processing control door. It won't open until gravity is restored. But you can't turn on the gravity until those boulders are cleared from the room. Maybe you can dump them into that gravity beam with your kinesis gun.
That's some of them dignified. But I think that, honestly, the fact that it was so easily ported over to a video game might show, I mean, just sort of be kind of a paring away of what is unnecessary or less good or less useful about the novel, and sort of discovering what the heart of it is. I don't know where you are. There you are. Yeah, I hear you behind me. Oh wait, that's all my ammo. Alright, good. That's it for him. And this should be it for him. Yes. Weird that there are not, I thought there would be more consistent item drops from that. Yeah, I think that, I mean, results vary, but I think that a lot of times that that can come from writers who are primarily fiction writers, but who are also interested in science, and so do their best, you know, do their best, and that might not be the best thing for their story, to sort of drown it in science. I think the best hard science fiction tends to come from writers who themselves were already scientists. Which is where, you know, the hard sci-fi of Clark and Asimov sort of gets its punch from. Whoop. There we go. I haven't. Ah, great. Getting shot by. There we go. Hello, friend. I think there's one more floating around here, as I heard. But maybe not.
Anomaly destroyed.
Whoop. Oh, hey. Item crate. I remember Interstellar. What did you think of it? Oh, weird. This item is caught behind... Looks like there's some sort of barrier around... You know, I bet there's a barrier around that, that cylinder to prevent objects from getting out. You know, because it doesn't really do the asteroids any good to bounce back out again. So that also applies to items. But fortunately, I can just auto acquire it if I have it locked on. I remember really liking the yeah, see, like that. So it just kind of bounces around inside the cylinder without losing it.
Anomalies destroyed. Gravity can now be restored. Gravity restored. Access permitted to control.
Cool. Oh god, the frame rate. Oh god, they're behind me. Oh no, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm very dead. Oh, yeah. It's like I took as many of us out as possible in one moment. Wow, that frame rate dropped to like 10. Yeah, I saw it in theaters also. The only, the main beat that I felt it missed was a moment at the end. Oh no, do I have to do all this again? Oh man. Okay, well.
There's a failsafe on the processing control door. It won't open until gravity is restored. But you can't turn on the gravity until those boulders are cleared from the room. Maybe you can dump them into that gravity beam with your previous gun.
Oh wow, there were 3. There are 4? I had no idea how many of these things I actually killed the first time through. I could have sworn there were only 2 the first time. Rough checkpoint indeed. Yeah, the only part that that I struggled with, there's a beat at the end which sort of resolved an ongoing plot line, an ongoing struggle between the main character and his daughter that I found a little emotionally kind of missing a point emotionally that that made it seem a little unbelievable. Which, I mean, honestly, this makes me maybe not the best judge of hard sci-fi on its own terms, but for me, it's like the emotional plausibility of a story matters more than the material plausibility. In most of the cases, because, I mean, honestly, I'm not a good judge of the material plausibility of science fiction. I could go and research to see if it all makes sense, but I'm not gonna, because I have other things I need to do. And so, as long as the story is emotionally plausible, then I'm in. Which is one of the reasons why Ray Bradbury's science fiction is so impactful for me, because it is just blatantly emotional. Poet of the pulps.
All 3 center anomalies destroyed. Gravity can now be restored.
Alright. I'm going to prepare for whatever the heck this is that's coming up. Alright, 16. Good. Okay, cool. So I can use Ripper Blades on the guys that appear next to me. I can use the plasma thing, this plasma cutter on the guy with the explodey arm, and then the flamethrower on the little slinkies, which are their canon names.
Gravity restored. Access permitted to perform.
Or maybe I'll just go in here. Oh, crap. Well, they can't get behind me. So they're all going to be coming... Oh, wow, this is actually strategically kind of smart, because they can't get behind me. They have to come through there. This is great. Except for whatever it sounds like is waiting for me outside. That might be a problem. Oh no, there they are. They tried... Okay, this is part of the same room. There we go. Oh man, you are reading 2 of my favorite science fiction novels ever. Canticle for Leibowitz. Canticle for Leibowitz might be my favorite science fiction because it manages to combine 3 of my favorite topics into one, which is medieval monasticism, the preservation of history through ecclesiastical sources, then being taken over by secular sources, and post-apocalyptic literature. And where else are you going to find all 3 of those in the same package? Yeah. It's good, and also a lot of the conversations and the ethical debates that they have are like miniature. They feel like light versions of actual ecclesiastical debates. So he got the tone exactly right on those. Okay, so I'm gonna freeze you. Run around. Oh, cool. If I don't hit the paunch, then I don't trigger the slinkies. That's good. That's for sell. For selling. That's for sell. Ah, man. Hate to do this, but I really want these plasma rounds. Oh, I see. Yes, it is all the same room. So, come around here. Oh, I get a reward. Yeah. That's good hissing. Actually, Foundation is also that's a really good pair because both of them tackle stories of societies and cultures on the same scale. So, yeah. Oh, I see what this level was trying to do. It wanted me to take advantage of all these walkways, keep running in one direction, plowing through enemies, and then try to navigate or negotiate the ones behind me. But unfortunately, for the cost of one power node, I was able to cheese it. Really? What fell flat on the last third for you?
It'll get you into the control room so you can launch the asteroid. Don't forget to attach the beacon first. I read another report on the colonist dementia. It seemed to start after they removed the marker from the planet. God knows how long it'll be down there.
Got kind of creepy music playing. In general, I agree with you. I think you're right. I think it lost the ability, just because of the weight of what it was dealing with. I think it lost a lot of the ambiguous stakes that that gave a lot of the first two sections their energy. Like, I mean, obviously, the question of whether or not to commit this incredible weaponized power to secular hands, that's no small question to ask. But that's very different from the fact of, like, oh, now we have it, and now it will absolutely be used for bad. Oh. Was that just an elaborate freak out? Yes, no, the religious perspective definitely dominates the third one. I think the first and second sections include the religious perspective as the perspective of the characters, but then I think it feels more closely allied with what the sort of authorial voice is doing. So I can see it being more alienating for that. Apparently, the author wrote a sequel to it.
Please recycle any unused materials regularly.
that feels next to nothing like a Canticle to Leibowitz, but takes place in the same sort of universe or setting. Did I just come full circle? I think I did. I think I looked back. Ah! Jesus. That one got me. Yeah, my sort of like, if I were to take that passage or to take that ending and look for the sort of like less religious reading of it, it would be the sort of taking the lessons of what nuclear destruction and that building that kind of apparatus into not just a machine that can destroy things, but like an entire economy and a world order around it. That bringing caution about that to you know, future human colonies, which was kind of more the feeling that I took away from it than sort of like a sort of interstellar Great Commission sort of ending. But I mean, again, that I don't think that you can totally separate the Great Commission feeling from the message about sort of avoiding nuclear weaponry as the principle around which your society is built. In the tone there, I think it definitely uses one to reinforce the other. Yeah, I think that's actually, and if that tone actually reminds me of, have you ever read Umberto Eco's Name of the Rose? Yeah, let's get a power node here. Let's upgrade our HP. So yeah, I mean, I haven't thought about this in a while, but sort of thinking through, like, yeah, I can totally see how the Great Commission feeling definitely is used to sort of magnify the anti-nuclear message. I think the most harrowing image in that book for me was at the end, where there is a shark that kind of emerges and sees, like, you don't actually see the nuclear war in all its gruesome sort of detail, but there's a shark that emerges briefly to see that the life on the surface is in shambles, and it goes down into the darkness, where it will remain a very long time until it is livable up top again. And there's something very stark and hopeful about that, but at the same time, the fact that he chose a shark as his image of nature persisting is, again, it sort of cements the ambiguous confidence that he has in the moral goodness of the universe. Because, I mean, it's interesting because the shark itself is an amoral creature, but we have these associations of it as being threatening and predatory. So, yeah, it's doing a lot of strong work in that final image. It kind of reminds me of, there's an image in The Road of, I think it might be at the very end also, where there's a deer or something that has been so changed by the toxic landscape, that its skin is translucent, and it is almost gelatinous. That's the memory that I have of it, whether or not that's actually what the image is. And again, it's this this image of the comfort of nature persisting beyond our disasters, with also the tragedy of it being irrevocably marked by its encounter with, you know, us. And oh, there he is. He fell in the elevator shaft. Oh man, that's great. I want to see that again. We're gonna look at it just one more time. Actually, 2 more times, on the way up and on the way down. Man, I love books. They're so good. Do I free you from your eternal torment? That's interesting. I'm not getting any ambient scary music from being near it. I wonder if it'll take a swipe at me. Actually, it looks like there are 2 of them. It does. It looks like there are 2 of them stuck in there. Yeah, there are 3 little scythe arms. Well, later, boys. Good luck. What is it? Ah, God. Oh, God. Crap. See what kind of crowd control I can do with this. Apparently very good. Holy God. I didn't think I was gonna make it through that. And let's recharge this. Let's hold off on recharging that just in case. Oh, I guess I had those environmental weapons I could have used. Yeah, Isaac's butcher shot, that's right. I wonder if there's a stasis recharge station here that...
Dr. Kine, what the hell are you doing? Get back! Come any closer and I'll shoot him. Give me the access codes to the cargo bay. You idiot! This is processing. Why the hell would I have codes to cargo? Don't lie to me. I'm sick of everyone lying to me. It is imperative that I get the marker. Give me those codes. I don't have them. Is this what you did to the captain? Go on. Shoot me if you've got the balls. Idiots! It's the only way to stop it. The only way to end it. He's completely lost it. Somebody call security.
Listening to the accent of Dr. Kine, and it's kind of like Hammond's accent. I'm having a little bit of difficulty placing it. Yeah, it's interesting. Evening, K-Pat. This is my first playthrough in a very long time. I played this, I got like all 1,000 achievement points on this when it came out on the 360 back in 2008. That was 2008, wasn't it? I think 2008. And this is the first time I played it in ever since then, as a matter of fact. So, it is familiar to me, yet also fresh. Right now, I am in Chapter 7. So, I'm a pretty good clip along. None of my major supporting characters have died yet, so I assume that, oh, gruesome. I assume that I have a little ways to go yet. I remember there being a moment where the big spaceship blows up. I mean, I go back to the spaceship already blew up. A moment where I go back to that chamber, anti-gravity. Yeah, there's a lot I don't remember about it because it's been quite a long time, which makes it a pleasure to revisit. Are you a fan of the game? There we go. Inventory full. Let's dump this. I don't have any of those. Oh boy. Can't aim with helpful UI in my way. I feel like these things have very bad aim. Yeah, I feel like I got shot at from all sides, and they just all whiffed. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I really dug this series a lot too. Back, I think I played all three of them when they came out, and except for the Wii one. The Wii one would be interesting to visit.
Isaac? Is that really you? It feels like it's been so long. But I can help you now. Come with me.
Oh, hey, kiddo. Oh, say hello. Hello. You're right. Yes, bioorganisms that have the great misfortune to be based on the competency of mooks. Feels like such a waste not to grab these things. By which I mean all these things that I would love to have. I just can't justify using any of this stuff right now. Well, maybe it'll be here when I come back.
The beacon's in the storage room next to you. I think I could disable the lock from here. Hold on.
Wait, does she actually interact with it? I don't think I ever noticed or appreciated before how they... how they walk on their tiptoes. Oh boy. Oh man. Wait, I mean technically she shouldn't be able to die, right? Because she's not real? Is this a false sense of urgency? Oh, no, in fact it is not. Isaac can believe that Nicole has died. Yeah, Isaac's vocal presence in this is entirely communicated through stomps, which, I mean, gotta credit the man. He can communicate a lot with a single grunt and a crush of the heel. All right. So I really need line gun and plasma energy. So I'm going to drop this. And see how this does me. Yeah, I think the second one is the second one has a lot of strength to it. I feel like the differences between Alien and Aliens, where Alien is this sort of like slower burn experience, and Aliens is like, you know, those things that were really creepy in a slow burn setting? Well, now here's a chance to shoot a bunch of them. Which is not to say you're not shooting a bunch of these things, but the tone is what I'm getting at, is different. I'll only use. Oh, that would have been a good use of an inventory item. Hey, this seems like a good way of conserving on my resources. I absolutely want to shoot this guy off again when he tries to jump up. Actually, awesome, Iceman Dan. I'm very glad you were able to join, and yeah, I'll be out here tomorrow to balance things out with 2 streams a week. All right. I feel very survival horror-y for having conserved on resources to make that happen.
I can't get over to you. I love you. This will all close.
Love you too, Nicole. Just gonna be here sifting through the corpses for anything that's non-organic and usable. Let's see. Good. I like that. Yeah, I feel the same way. Okay, and I have one more slot, so I can come back through here and grab... no, I do not, in fact, need those. There we go. Very good. I also remember enjoying many of the sort of comics and the sort of expanded franchise materials that they made. The thing that was kind of like a big hook for me was the kind of very kind of silly sometimes combination of scary Scientology and 2001 Monolith.
I lost your signal for a while. You had me worried. I see you've got the beacon, so head for the mining bay and attach it to the asteroid. I've been running trajectory calculations, and if we launch soon, there's a good chance the asteroid can reach a safe distance to begin transmitting.
Let's see.
Still no sign of Hammond. In his state, I can't imagine he's still alive.
Oh, I absolutely want this. Okay. What am I gonna drop? I'm gonna say we're gonna lose that. Because I want that level 4 suit. And there's no reason not to. Okay, 12 shots. 12 shots. Ocelot would be very happy. Cool, we're doing this again. Oh god. Whew. Awesome, got all of them. Oh. This is not what I expect from my safety cross guards. Though I have to admit, if it is a safety rail that can block the manipulation of time and space, that's a quality safety material. Oh, right. I do not want to take any chances and have to deal with what I dealt with on my way in. You are definitely not dead.
I've got elevator access to the mining subdeck. It was a security lockdown, although I don't think it helped them. Now that you've got the beacon and the key, head over there. It looks like the asteroid is held in place by some gravity tethers. You'll have to knock those out before you can launch it.
Okay, I've got surprising lot of flamethrower fuel. I am unclear what the criteria always is for choosing. Oh, hey, those guys are still there. For what ammo to choose me, and in what ammo to give me, and in what volume. Ammo to choose me? I don't even know what that means. There we go. You know, I think it will be a smart move to drop off the junk that is not serving me in my inventory. Oh, hey kiddo. Come on. Alright, let's sell this. Let's see, 3,500, geez. That's a chunk of change. Alright, that feels like a pretty good inventory load. Yeah. Let's invest in the weapon that it is now giving me a ton of ammunition for. Jackhammer and anti-gravity is an interesting idea. If done poorly, it would give you exactly one concussion, and then send you flying off. Oh. Hey, kiddo. Yeah. Oh. She is great as long as she is put somewhere fairly benign. Which, I gotta be honest, is not her first choice of place to be. Oh. Wondered why he wasn't crossing that threshold. Ah. What does this do? Because I don't believe this is where I'm supposed to go, but I'm curious. This is something that loops me back around? Okay, yeah, this is my way back. Oh. Get up. Oh. she goes. It is indeed a fortunate day when the will of a bad cat aligns with what you want. Is that just a jump scare? I think it was. That sounds like something, though. Yeah. Is that it? Only one drop? Looks like it. Okay. Curiously normal office supplies. Planet crack went smoothly. Problems planet side. Temporary lost contact with the colony. First rock ball is extracted from the tectonic load 1 hour after planet crack. Process, refined, smelted. Good results. Engineering, jargon, and yeah, their takeaway is they are optimistic about what they have discovered on this mining operation. Something else that I think this this game is borrowing from its inspirations is kind of the roles that the exploring characters play. From Alien, I mean, one of the things about Alien is that the characters are, I believe, like, you know, basically truckers. You know, they're interstellar truckers, but truckers nonetheless. Kind of like Fry exclaiming with his hands up, "I'm a delivery boy." So they're kind of blue collar workers who are kind of who then become sort of your everyman stuck with this horrific monster. And Isaac and these folks are kind of the same thing, you know. On a certain level, they're just miners. They're
Entering zero gravity.
I mean, Isaac is a little more specialized than that, but nonetheless, there's still a sort of very practical edge to who these folks are who ran into this horrific space monstrosity. Oh wow. That's bad. Oh wow. How many times can I miss at point blank range? Is there more? Yep, there's more. Oh man. So yeah, the advantage these guys seem to have is they are less, much less stunnable with low damage hits. So you can't just sort of tank them. Gotta tank them and strafe. Whoop. Is that what I wanted? This seems like something I want to do. Yeah, there we go. I gotta recharge my stasis before I go into the next phase of this.
Exiting zero gravity.
Is there a stasis recharge down here? I guess not. Oh yeah, here we go. Thought I was remembering that right.
Entering zero gravity.
Okay, so now... what exactly am I doing here? Relating to this? Oh! There are... others. Okay, gotcha. Isaac's boots surprisingly clean for what he's been through. Oh no, I lost it. Okay, so I have two more. Where are they? That's one up there. Is that the one I just got? That's the one I just got.
Exiting zero gravity.
Oh yeah, I've got my objective marker finder. Let's see what it wants me to do.
Zero gravity.
Am I going through this? Whew. All right. So I put a thing on it, and I guess I got to do it again. Kind of lost the thread on my objective here. Oh, do I need to run around the outside of it? Is that what you were telling me to do? Alright. After these move, I'll zip through.
Entering vacuum.
Alright. Cool. I was terrified there would be nothing out here, and I was, well, just inviting death. Ah, yeah. I'm not fighting these things.
Warning. Payload 8772 is no longer tethered. Untrained personnel should leave the area immediately.
Oh, no, 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 no! Come on, buddy. You should move.
Exiting vacuum.
Whew. Very close. Okay, now I need to do something to release it, but I'm good. Oh. Kinda didn't think it would chase me in here. Okay. If I zip here after they cross, that'll give me the most time.
Entering vacuum.
Am I... Not quite sure what you want me to do here. Okay, so no, I am going back in there. Okay.
Exiting vacuum. Exiting zero gravity.
Just stomp you to get an item? Nope, you're just stingy. Love to DIY my own environmental hazards. So that's permanent, and that's permanent. That is also very... Okay, that's temporary, but very real.
Return to the mess hall in 10 minutes.
right. Make ourselves a checkpoint. Oh, I didn't intend to do that, but here we are. Let's go back up. Oh wow, the flamethrower can, in fact, can destroy the fire extinguisher. Clear this out. Now, nothing can be reanimated.
Payload 8772 launched.
Beacon's on its way. All functions normal and broadcasting wideband. Now we just have to hope somebody's listening. I'll position the array receiver. I thought I saw my brother again. He waved to me, like nothing was wrong. Okay. I should be able to leave this channel open. What? The comms array receiver isn't responding. Isaac, can you get back to the bridge? We need that array online or we can't receive signals from anyone responding to the beacon.
Did Hammond make it back there, or is that, did he die? I don't think he died. Oh, great.
Quarantine activated.
Oh, God. No, 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 no. Oh, God. Run, 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 run. Oh, God, please die. Oh, that's... Oh, God, these things don't stagger. Oh, Jesus. Whew, that was very, very close. How am I doing I know here? Always good on Ripper Blades. All right. Very good. Such is your fate, my friend. Ah, God! Those things are awful. Oh no. Oh no, 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 these are awful! God, I hate how they move. I hate how they kill you. Just awful. I think I took more damage in the last stretch of this level than I did during the entirety of it leading up to this. Wow. What's a good use of this here? Yeah, that seems wise. And time to pull a bunch of stuff out of storage, because I need it. By a bunch of stuff, I mean two things. Okay, I am 15,000 shy of 15,000 shy of suit level 4, rather. Okay. Okay, Jesus. That was tight there at the end. I almost died in the room where I got jumped by the 4 necromorphs, the 2 particularly advanced ones. So, that's good. I mean, it's good that I survived, not good that I got attacked. I mean, it's fine that I got attacked. That's why I'm here, playing the game. Check Isaac's commentary on the objectives screen for additional information on your objectives. Does this? I think that gives, if I'm remembering this right, maybe I'm thinking of RE8, but that will give you information about your situation from Isaac's point of view. Somehow noise. Okay, yeah, yep, it's from Isaac's point of view. Interesting. It doesn't seem to keep a log of those, so I'm actually really curious to know what the previous ones were. But that is a good place to break for the night. Thank you everybody for coming out. Iceman Dan, if you catch this on the VOD, thank you for coming out. Same to you, Swimmy, and K-Pat, it's nice to meet you. And also Warm Visitor. So, everyone have a good night, and I will be streaming more of this starting here at Chapter 8 tomorrow night. And there we go.